Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the introduction. Distinguished speakers and the panelists and all the participants. I'm quite honored to give closing remarks at this exciting event. But since this has been quite a stimulating and exciting event, and this was quite useful use of the Saturday morning. Instead of reading the prepared statement, I would like to give you my takeaway from this important event. Sorry for my staff to prepare the statement. This event, exciting event, is the partner event of the TICAD 9. TICAD is, as you know, the Tokyo International Conference for African Development. The TICAD was held in Yokohama in the past 3 days. It has been quite exciting and successful. The slogan or the theme of the TICAD 9 was the co-creating innovative solutions with Africa. And that phrase has many important meanings. One is the co-creation with Africa. Sometimes the donors like Japan or the other developed countries, they will start preaching you the right solution from the textbooks or what you should do. This is the right way to do. We don't believe that that will work in Africa or in any countries. We may have the skills that be beneficial for the African countries, but we do not know the tradition, culture, or the context that the African countries face. And as many they identify that we need African people, African engagement to make anything successful in Africa. And at the same time, as the Professor Kawaguchi mentioned up front, we face our own challenges. We have the aging societies with the low working forces, whereas the Africa has the growing potentials with the growing number of the younger populations. We may have skills. The Africa has the young populations with huge opportunities. Linking together, we should be able to develop a win-win solutions that works for both countries. So the co-creating with Africa, we will be helping Africa together with helping us. We will get the Africa's growth into our own benefits as well. So the co-creation with Africa, the partnership, the collaboration, those are the quite important idea about the TICAD 9. And also we have to come up with the innovative solutions. The innovative solutions means that we reflect on what we have done in the past. As you may recall that some succeeded, but not all of the projects have succeeded. We are yet to materialize the sustainable and inclusive growth in Africa. That means that our solutions that we developed in the past are not working. So we need something that would actually work. So we have to come up with some new innovative solutions that would actually work. And in that context, I think that today's event is really important. It talks about the collaboration between the Africa and Japan, and it talks about the solutions for the real world changes. So that's something we actually need. So I'm so stimulated and excited to hear all the interactions by all of you. I may not have much time, but I just would like to give you some takeaway according to the 5 points mentioned by the Vice President Wabufo. The first one is the integrating the university into the projects. And that's really important, as somebody mentioned, that the government tend to develop projects without knowing what would work on the ground. And then if you design wrong, then the project would destined to fail. University has lots of contextual knowledge. The university is the repository of the the ideas and the knowledge on the ground. So if we integrate university into the projects, then we will be able to design the project right. So that's quite important. The second thing is about the financing innovation. You have all the good innovative ideas, but to materialize that in the real world, we need financing. So the government of Japan can help in that. And we are quite proud in reminding you that this African Asia platform is funded by the trust fund that we had at the African Development Bank. The scholarship programs that some of them you mentioned, that is also supported by us. So we are quite proud of that, and we are quite ready to supporting financially to whatever could work on the ground. The other thing is about the co-creation with the private sector. Of course, for the real world changes, we need the power of the private sector. One obvious way is as Professor Fujii mentioned, that through the interaction between student-to-student interactions, that would ultimately develop into the entrepreneurship and then startup businesses. That is one way to interact with the private sector. The other way is, of course, directly engaging the existing enterprises to the university's activities. Either way, we can co-create solutions with the private sector. The other thing that I can think of is that as I mentioned, and Kawabata mentioned, that we have the elder population, aging populations, who has lots of knowledge and skills, but who may not have the young generations to pass that skills to. Then the African young people has a lot of opportunity, but without knowledge and skills. If we can somehow connect these two, then that would be fantastic. And then I believe that the university has a lot of role to play there. The fourth thing is about making the university a living laboratory. And that's the same thing as the Professor Fujii mentioned, that's experimental learning. And that's, of course, quite important. Tao-san mentioned that instead of waiting for the reliable data to come, you have to go there and collect the data. Exactly, that's something that we actually need. So we need to go there and then collect the actual data, and through that can be done through the experiment and testing your new ideas. And then again, the university is the best place to do that. The fifth point is showcasing the innovation. The showcasing innovation is, of course, not necessarily boasting what you have achieved, but if you showcase the innovation, then that will stimulate the new ideas, and then you will attract the interest from the private sector companies. And then again, the university is really best place to showcase innovations. And then we should have the Asian, the Africa, Japan, Africa, Asia interaction there. We can showcase the African innovation in Japanese university, or we can showcase the Japanese innovation in African universities. And that interaction will, stimulate further the future innovation and the private sector activities. Last but not least, let me touch upon the importance of the network. The Mary-san mentioned about the strengths of the alumni. The people gathered today to today's events, and also who participated in the scholarship program. All those people will, they develop a network of people, and ultimately anything has to be done by people. And then you will realize that the strength of the people's network is really important. And again, naturally, the university is the core center of the people's network. So we should leverage on those. And again, the Japanese government is quite willing to help that through scholarship or otherwise. So with that, sorry to spend too much, but I was so excited by today's lively discussions. We have learned quite a bit, and I hope that this strong partnership will help help the African countries to realize the sustainable and inclusive growth. Thank you very much.